After an Austin shelter dog bit a child last fall, a public outcry saved the animal from death. In the aftermath, dog trainers reached out to KXAN saying the city shelter and its partners are endangering the public.
Because they adopt out aggressive dogs in order to remain a no-kill city. Now, no-kill means Austin cannot euthanize more than 10% of its shelter dogs. And maintaining that status comes with a big price tag. Millions of your tax dollars, a number going up every year. Critics say no-kill is putting your safety at risk.
KXAN investigator Brian Collister discovered some of the loudest of those critics are dog lovers themselves.
His own mom's taking my picture. Hi, Toby.
An adorable Yorkie up for adoption. Toby was a dog Diana Walker says she just couldn't resist at first.
Could be the sweetest, affectionate, and then just get mad and turn around and bite you.
In the years since she adopted Toby, she says he bit her nearly a dozen times.
And I've got the scars to prove it and the photos of the wounds. It's horrifying.
Multiple independent dog trainers tell KXAN they see it every day. Their customers want help with aggressive shelter dogs like Toby.
Sit. Yes, good boy.
Trainer Jennifer Burns says some are too dangerous and should never have been adopted out.
There really needs to be a lot more responsibility taken on where these dogs are going, what homes they're doing. I don't think the screening process is really all that great.
The city shelter does no formal evaluations on dogs, only what they call observations. And based on those observations, nearly all dogs are deemed safe to adopt. In fact, more and more so. In 2009, the year before the no-kill policy went into effect, they killed about 7% of aggressive dogs coming into the city shelter. Compare that to around just 1% last year. The city's animal services chief says numbers don't drive their decisions.
I never ask about data, ever. We're not meeting a quota, and it's not a numbers game for us. It's truly ethical decisions we're making about animal sheltering and about the safety of our community. And no-kill and the safety of the community are absolutely compatible, and the data shows that it's compatible.
But when we looked at one of the biggest safety concerns, dog bites, the data shows something different. Last year, Travis County hit a record, nearly 1,700 reported dog bites. There's no way to know how many of those came from dog shelters, but it's still a 58% increase since before no-kill started. In that same time, the population only increased 16%, meaning the number of dog bites is growing a lot faster.
There's no evidence to suggest what the trainers are saying is true. And for us to say, could it happen? Maybe. Should it? Maybe. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. I can't do that. That's not fair.
But it's not just dog trainers criticizing no-kill.
No-kill is responsible for putting aggressive dogs out there.
Pat Nordyke is with the Texas Federation of Animal Care Societies, which works with animal welfare agencies like shelters to protect animals.
Because they are adopting out aggressive animals that have not been properly screened so that they can keep their 90% save rate.
Many dogs end up here at the city's largest nonprofit partner, Austin Pets Alive, which also has a no-kill mission. Respond to those who say no-kill is no good, and you're putting animals into the community that could be dangerous.
I think that is a false statement. So I don't think it deserves a response. I mean, I think that's a ridiculous statement because no-kill is not about saving animals at any cost. It's about public safety. It's about animal quality of life. It's about not killing animals for no reason anymore.
In order to find every dog a home, APA uses marketing videos like this one, showing dogs at their least threatening, like Max here. APA's website describes him as an absolute love bug with a sweet demeanor. But that's not the Max we met when we went undercover with a hidden camera inside APA's shelter, where we were warned he's afraid of strangers and could bite.
Something outwardly aggressive behavior, like biting someone or even coming towards someone to bite them.
APA admits Max's positive marketing is meant to draw in prospective owners. Workers did disclose he needs a very specific home, no kids and no other dogs.
We want to be able to see the best this dog can be, but we also want to talk to our public openly and honestly about here's the great things, here are the things that we think are still areas that we want to help you with.
But even with that help, some adopters return dogs because they're too aggressive.
And when they return them, do you then turn around and adopt them out again?
Every situation's different. Every dog is different. They have to go through a rigorous, it depends on the situation, but yes.
We don't want to be adopting out an animal that is going to turn around and attack someone. And when they get an animal that does that and comes back in, they turn around and adopt that animal out again. That is absolutely absurd.
Diana says Toby is evidence of that. After multiple bites and multiple adoptions at APA, he finally came to live with Diana. Diana says workers did tell her about his history and thought she could handle him.
Because I loved him.
But in the end, she had to make the tough call on her own.
I had to make the appointment to euthanize. Even though I signed the APA contract of that if it didn't work out, I'd bring him back. I could not risk him being adopted out to somebody else and somebody else possibly getting bit far worse than me and my family did.
Now, Diana had a bad experience, but many people who adopt a shelter dog have no problems at all. In fact, I have a shelter dog for my family. She's as gentle as can be. The kids love her.
That is a great point to make. A lot of dog lovers in Austin, of course. But what do city leaders say about whether or not no-kill is effective?
Well, we reached out and asked that question to the assistant city manager in charge of animal services, but so far have gotten no response. We also let the city council members know about our investigation, asked them to watch it, and we'll follow up with each of them.
Thanks, Brian. As Austin marks the 5-year anniversary of its no-kill mission this month, we uncovered city documents pointing directly to the no-kill policy as the reason for spending more and more of your tax dollars. In the time since city leaders first started discussing the policy in 2008, Austin Animal Services budget has increased by 142% to nearly $12 million. Also in that time, the number of workers there has gone up by 39%.
But in a dog-friendly city like Austin, many people don't mind the price tag, and of course, many people still adopt dogs. So if you plan to adopt anytime soon, here are some good tips. Go in educated. Do your research beforehand. Bring a trainer with you to the shelter to recognize signs of aggression. Make a list of what you are looking for in a pet, your lifestyle, and what you can handle. Do go in with questions and adopt from rescue groups because many of them go into shelters, hand-pick dogs, and put them into foster homes. This investigation all started with a tip. If you have something you want us to investigate, email us at reportit@kxan.com.